morning, welcome to a day in my life. Thought I'd have a change from the weekly vlogs for a few weeks and do individual days in my life. The plan for today has slightly changed. I was intending to, sorry, just try to get that out shot. I was intending to, oh, that was a lot of I was intending to have a bit of an out and about day and perhaps go over to Teignmouth to the seaside and have coffee. It's the last nice sunny day. I'm filming this just before the second bank holiday in May, and it's the last nice sunny day, and then we've got a week of what looks like cloud and rain, so I thought I'd make the most of today. However, I logged onto my emails this morning and realised that I have a big parcel coming today which I have to be in to sign for. So that sort of scuppered my plans a little bit. I mean, I could just not be in and they'd presumably try and re-deliver it tomorrow, but ideally, if they don't do it tomorrow, or if it gets sent back or something to the depot and it doesn't come out again tomorrow, then it won't be till after the bank holiday, and I would really quite like it before the bank holiday. So I've decided to knock on the head my going out plans a little bit. I'm still going out, but I'm going to do more must-dos and less would-like-to-dos, and hopefully I'll be back by the time the parcel arrives. It's about 20 to 9 as I talk to you now, and I've been on the treadmill, I've done my emails, I've done my parcels, I've had a shower. Oh, I'm just going to pop in here my morning skincare routine, which I just filmed, so go and look at that and then I'll be back. Current morning skincare routine, haven't done this for a while. I've already just showered, washed my face and everything. This is what I am using for serum at the moment. It's the Sally Hughes Revolution Must See Vitamin C Serum, basically. Now, when I started using this, I didn't like it much because it sounds a bit odd, but quite often vitamin C serums, unless they're filled with fragrance, do smell a bit weird. And you know what? I actually really like this now. I feel like it's a good vitamin C serum. It really, some of them are also really oily and sort of feel like they're sitting on your skin. This does feel a bit tacky after I've put it on, but it feels like it's being absorbed, which is nice. I'll obviously link everything I talk about today below. So that's that one. And then for moisturiser, I'm using this, which came in a box. It's from Trinny London. I think it came in a Time of Your Life box last year. And it's the Energize Me, sorry I'm peering at it, I haven't got glasses on, obviously. It's the Energize Me Niacinamide Moisturiser for, you can use it morning or evening, it says. It comes in one of these very clever little twisty roundy thingamajigs. I don't know if they do refills. It's the first thing I've ever used from Trinny London, and it is a beautiful moisturiser to use. It smells really nice without being too over fragranced. It's quite thin and slippy, and it absorbs super quickly and feels like it's doing good things to my skin. So I'd recommend both of those. I don't know how much this is actually. I'm guessing it's quite pricey because Trinny's stuff is fairly pricey. But side note, I've been asked before if I would do a Trinny sort of makeup try-on thing, and do you know what? The price puts me off. I feel like you can get so much good, reasonably priced, decent makeup, says the woman who just did a Harrods beauty haul. Oh, the irony. But you can, can't you, if you don't want to spend a lot. And the Trinny makeup doesn't really call to me in any way, shape or form. But if there's anything you've used from Trinny, whether it's skincare or makeup, on the basis of having used that, I'm interested in exploring the brand a little bit more. Also, has anybody tried, I'm going to say, let me know in the comments if you have, because I'd like recommendations. And I am very interested in trying her neck cream. I've seen some good befores and afters, and I've just tried a neck cream that was absolutely hopeless, if I'm perfectly honest. Just finished that one off, which I will talk about at some point when I do empties. What else? I think that's it for the moment. So I'm just now putting on some makeup quickly, and then we're going to go straight out. Not hair in my mouth. Things I need to do this morning. First of all, fill up my car with petrol. Hair's everywhere. What's going on with that? Yeah, fill up my car with petrol because I've got no petrol. What else have I got to do? I've got to pick up an order from Boots. I ordered another bottle of this Tropez facial self-tan purity spray, which is just a gradual tanning mist. It's a very, very fine mist. I've talked about it before, I think, but I use it every other morning just to give my face a bit of tan. Because I don't like putting my face in the sun at all, and I just feel like it gives me a bit of colour and healthy glow, which is nice. I've used it on and off for years, but coming to the end of that one, and I had some Boots points, and I had an email from Boots actually saying if you don't use up all your points, or if you don't use your Advantage card in store, we'll cancel all your points, which I thought was a bit much. But apparently they have a rule which is if you don't use your Advantage card in store at all for a year, they just void all your points and cancel your card, which honestly I thought was a bit much. But also the other thing that surprised me about that was the fact that I haven't shopped in Boots and used my Advantage card for a year. Really? I was surprised by that, I must say. Anyway, I used my points to buy the replacement tanning mist stuff, which I will link below if anybody's interested. I've used my points to buy that, so they didn't take them away. So I've got to go and pick that up because I had to order it online, and I'm going to pick that up in store. Then we're going over to Marks and Spencer's, who said on the news yesterday morning that so far this cyber hack thing has cost them an eye-watering amount of money, £300 million they reckon, and that their online ordering is unlikely to be back up for another 5 weeks, at least, which I find astounding. I mean, surely you could build a whole website from the ground up in less than that. I was gobsmacked by it, honestly, absolutely gobsmacked. Anyway, the bra situation has got to crisis point, and I need some little camisole tops as well because all the ones I've got are now too big. And I've just got to the stage that they're just, camisole top is supposed to be fitted, they're all just baggy and hanging off me. So I need to go and get some of those. I have ordered some from Temu, but I honestly don't hold an awful lot of hope out for those ones. So we shall just have to see when they arrive. So, because I wear them under my clothes almost all year round, and I thought if I just get a couple, then I've got a couple, haven't I? So then we're going to Aldi. I asked on Instagram yesterday, you people, you lovely viewers, if you had any Aldi recommendations. I needed a couple of bits anyway from Aldi, and I've got some books to drop off at the charity book thingamybobby in Aldi. So I thought we'd go to Aldi and I'd pick up some of your recommendations and see what I thought of them and show you those. And then we're going to come home. I'm going to do some laundry because it's a beautiful day and it's not going to be for the rest of the week, and just do some stuff around the house. So that's the plan. It's an absolutely glorious day. Absolutely glorious. I'm going to make the most of today, weather-wise. Fling all the doors and windows open when I get home and try and dry off the cushions on the patio from yesterday. Anyway, I've made it to Marks and Spencer's. Let's go and see if I can find what I need. Well, I've done Marks and Spencer's. I cannot tell you how many years it is since I went into a shop changing room, but I've been in one this morning and tried on bras, and my size is not linear across different styles of bras, even within one shop, which is difficult. I'm sure it's the same for everyone, but yes, that makes things not so easy. But I have purchased 2 bras in 2 different sizes and 2 different styles that seem to fit now, so that's good. I've got my little camisole tops. I also bought a midi slip, which, who even am I? That is a sign of being middle-aged, isn't it? Heading towards old age. If nothing else, buying a petticoat. Who even am I? Reason being, I thought it might make midi dresses and any dresses really hang more nicely, and they tend to be a little bit clingy, so we'll see how we get on with that. Anyway, got some new knickers in my new size, so that was good. Managed to spend £107 on almost nothing. They didn't have the Pixie product I wanted, annoyingly. health and beauty department in my local Boots is pitiful. It's really not good at all. Sorry, Marks and Spencer's, not Boots, what am I on about? Anyway, we're now off to Aldi, so I'll talk to you when we get there. Okay, let me swap glasses, and I'm going to have a little look on my Instagram post. I asked you guys on Instagram what were your best Aldi buys, and we're going to go through them. I need to charge my camera. Oh, you're tipping. There we are. Stay still. Don't move. Oh, you're on a vibrate. I have absolutely no idea why we're vibrating, so I just have to hold you. So let's have a look at what you recommended that we buy from Aldi. See all. Okay, Metro sweet onion sauce, if you're lucky enough to find it. Tastes like the one from Subway. Normal and protein shakes. I'm not a fan of protein shakes, so that probably wouldn't be for me. Norpack. That's the Lurpak copy, isn't it? I already buy that. Big fan of that. They have a dupe of the orange and lemon San Pellegrino in cans. That sounds nice. I'm going to try that if I can see that. Coconut rice. That sounds nice. Pink onions in a jar. Yes, I love those. The pickled ones. Forgotten about those, so that's good. Kitchen roll. Coconut loo roll. Coconut loo roll. Interesting. Sourdough. Steak. Lemon bassa. Hotel Collection reed diffusers. I've gone off those a little bit. I do like the lime basil and mandarin one, but the I'm on the Valente reed diffusers now because they're so good. Olive oil. Cleaning products are all cruelty free. 85% Moser Roth chocolate. Coffee sachets latte. Sweet onion sauce. Miso honey. Now this is interesting because I didn't know what miso honey was, so I looked it up this morning. Aldi miso honey. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm very confused about that because miso and honey to me don't go together. But we'll have a look for it anyway. Yeah. But the Aldi's version of Lilt is the last one as well. So I'm going to go in and see what I can find and I will report back. Well, that was excellent timing. Just as I left Aldi, I received an email saying that my parcel that I'm expecting today is out for delivery. So yay for that. That's very good news. All right, I need to deal with those today. That's something I'm going to show you. Right, let me show you what I found in Aldi from your recommendation plus other bits. Box of tissues because I needed them. I didn't get the olive oil, but I did get rapeseed oil, which I'm running out of. $2.99 for this great big one. Is this a 1 litre? 500 mils. Very good value indeed. Tesco is shockingly priced these days for oils. I got the pink pickled onions, which are just the nicest. Love these. So thank you for the reminder about those, whoever recommended those. I've got the Aldi sourdough. I'm not sure I've tasted it before. I usually get the Jason's one from Tesco. I don't eat loads of bread anymore, so this will go straight into the freezer. But when I do eat bread, sourdough is my preferred. But yeah, I try not to eat loads of bread because A, I find I get really bloated with it, and B, it slows my weight loss down. So yeah. Oh, exciting news. I found the honey miso. Look, it's a sort of sauce rather than, I assumed it was like honey in a jar that you spread on your toast type of thing. But yes, this looks really nice. It's a blend of honey and red miso paste. Great for stir fries and glazing. I fancy tasting that. Oh God, how'd you get it open? That's nice. That is exactly like a savoury flavoured honey. Yummy. I've obviously got the organic pig Prosecco because that was a great recommendation. It's a bank holiday weekend coming up and I've never met a bottle of Prosecco I didn't like. So yay for that. I also got the coconut rice. I don't think I've tried that one before. And then next to it was this lime and coriander rice. It's like microwave type rice, isn't it? Which is great in a pinch. A, because I'm absolutely crap at cooking rice. I've never made rice that's been decently edible. Ashley is the rice cook in our house. So if I'm serving something with rice, it tends to be this type. But I got the lime and coriander and the coconut. Yummy. And then I got this. I saw these on TikTok. Pizzas for under 500 calories. I'm guessing it's considerably smaller than it looks in that box. Let's have a look. It's Spicy salami and chili jam was the one I got, but there was lots of different ones. Oh, it's not bad actually. So that whole pizza is, I mean, it hasn't got an awful lot of cheese on it, but it wouldn't have, would it? That whole pizza is under 500 calories, 485 or something. So I thought I'd try that. What else? Oh, that was just freeze-dried sweets. I've seen these everywhere. I just bought them because I wanted to try them. It's not something I'd normally give a go, but I thought I'd just try them. Right, that's my Aldi shopping. Thank you for all your recommendations. I'm looking forward to trying all the things I haven't tried before. Right, I need to charge up my camera, so while I do that and go and hang out the washing and put the next load of washing on, I'm going to leave you with some footage of trying on some dresses that I bought from Amazon recently. I've posted one already on Instagram, which you may have seen, but if not, anyway, it's video footage rather than photos, so go and have a look at that now. Good morning, I've got 3 little dresses from Amazon to show you today. I do like ordering clothes from Amazon. Really easy to return stuff that doesn't work. They're reasonably priced and they come in a plethora of different colours, almost everything. Certainly all 3 of the ones I'm going to show you today come in lots of different colours. Now I've had to get rid of quite a lot of my summer wardrobe from the last few years because it's too big for me now. And so I'm not quite sure what suits me, so I'm trying different styles and going for different things. Now this dress, this comes in lots of different colours. Oh, I like the V-neck. It's got a not too deep V-neck. I do like a V-neck on me. The fabric is polyester, I think, but it's got a little bit of stretch in it. And it's quite a nice weight. It sort of falls quite nicely, I feel. I have steamed it. It was a little bit creased when it arrived, but it steamed out really nicely. It's slightly shorter than I would have gone for in the past. It's sort of just touching my knee, I would say. And as I say, having lost weight, I feel a bit more comfortable with my knees being on show than I used to. My upper arms, I'm not entirely sure about. This is pretty much a sleeveless dress, but it's got these sort of little, let me come a bit closer and show you, sort of a little frill, a ruffle, if you will, making it almost like a cap sleeve. So I don't feel like I'm too much on show in that area. So this is possibly one, if you like the idea of wearing something a bit more strappy, a bit more sleeveless, but you don't quite want to go the whole hog, this might be quite a good option for you. The first 2 dresses in particular that I'm going to show you, this one and the next one, I wanted something that I could dress up and down. This I could easily throw over a swimsuit and wear with a pair of flip-flops down to the beach, but equally I could put on some silver jewellery and some silver sandals in the evening and it would take me into the evening as well. I like a dress in summer that would do almost everything, you know. It's quite nice and loose fit. It skims over everything without being too oversized. I've got this in an XL. And I feel like this is quite a nice option. I'm quite pleased with how this looks. Dress number 2, again, this comes in loads of colours. I love this bright blue, electric blue colour. As you know, it's one that I'm quite fond of. But yeah, it does come in lots of other colours as well. Similar length to the last one and similar fabric. It's like a polyestery fabric, but with some stretch in it and with a little bit of weight to it. So I feel like it does hang quite nicely. It's got a slightly deeper V and it's got this sort of collarless collar. Is that what you said? I don't know. It's got sort of a collar, but not quite. And this is one, if you like a longer sleeve, this is sort of almost an elbow length sleeve, which puts a lot more of us into our comfort zones, doesn't it? A bit of a sleeve. Still nice and light and airy. And it's got this nice frill on the end of the sleeve, which I like. A little bit of gathering above that, which is a nice detail. I also like the pleat detail on the front here. If I come a bit closer, you can see that, which means that if you have got a slightly larger tummy, like me, it's going to skim over quite nicely. I didn't check the size before I put this one on, but I'm pretty sure it was an XL as well. If it was anything different, I'll flash it across the screen now for you. But yeah, again, happy with... Again, I feel like this one, I could take it from day to night very easily. Little denim jacket in the day and a shopping bag. And then the addition of perhaps a long gold necklace and some metallic shoes in the evening would make it a perfect day to evening dress. So yeah, I feel like, again, a good option. Dress number 3, and this is very much more of an occasion dress than a casual one, although you could of course wear it casually with a denim jacket over the top, couldn't you? No problem at all. What attracted me to this, you know, I like a bit of the high-low action going on. I think this is really good for those of us who are slightly challenged height-wise. And it's got the nice long sort of almost maxi length back. I've got a slight wedge on. It's good. I would say it's 3 inches off the floor on me. And then it comes up at the front, which is always good when you're short. Again, it's got this sort of ruffly cap sleeve, which I really like. And it looks as though it's a wrap dress. The top opens up, but the bottom is fixed, so you're not going to get all that gaping, which is great. Again, it comes in loads of different colours. I went for this red with the polka dot, which I really liked. Separate tie belt, but there's no belt loop, so you don't have to wear a belt, which is always nice. The waist is elasticated. It's got a little feel of the Spanish señoritas about this dress, hasn't it? I feel really nice in it. I can imagine it going out for a nice meal on a holiday evening. The fabric on this one is a very lightweight cotton type fabric. I imagine it's viscose, and it feels lovely and cool. It's airy, it's got a bit of floatiness, and the fabric itself feels really nice and cool. Again, a great option for holiday. It would pack down to almost nothing, so perfect for holidays. And as I said, comes in loads of different colours, very reasonably priced. Again, I got this one in an XL. You know how some days the dishwasher does a dodgy wash and you have to wash everything by hand because everything comes out a little bit gritty? That happened this morning, so just finished dealing with that, washed up all the bits that needed washing up, and I'm going to show you a new fabulous snack that I saw on TikTok, was very sceptical about, and then made, and it's delicious. You need grapes and you need powdered jelly, sugar-free if you're me, but you know, fill your boots if you like the sugared version as well. You know, I've got lime today. I'm just going to break off one of those packages. I'm going to take these grapes off the... I bought these a couple of days ago and it's been warm and they're just about on the turn. They're okay still, but wouldn't want to leave them any longer than I have done. I'm just going to take all of those, or almost all of those, off. Since I last spoke to you, I have got 2 lots of laundry onto the line, washed and onto the line. Those 20-minute express washes I am loving at the moment. They're so good. Very much enjoying those. They just make it. So my normal programme, even on the short version, is an hour and a half, which is pretty long, I'm sure you'll agree. Sorry, I thought I just heard some weird noise, but I've got all the doors and windows open. So that's probably what it is. Right, I'm just going to give these a quick rinse. Then pop them into, they're still a little bit damp, but that's okay, a freezer bag. Like, are they going to go everywhere, or am I going to get them into the freezer bag? I'm going to get them in. Yay. They're in there. And we put the jelly crystals in, whole packet, zip it up, and give that a really good mix round to distribute the jelly crystals all around the grapes. And then you simply freeze it and they come out absolutely delicious. Let me show you some I made the other day. So this is what they look like, straight from the freezer. I've got them out of there and popped them into there to show you. Oh, you can see how hard they are. The best way I find it is to leave them for about 5 to 10 minutes just to defrost a little bit, so they go a little bit more juicy, because if you've got sensitive teeth to cold things, that's a bit much. But they are absolutely delicious if you have a craving for something sweet, or if you just like a little bit of something sweet after a meal. These are so good, and this jelly has like almost no calories in it. I don't doubt it's full of sweeteners and chemicals, but you know, counteracted by the fruit, right? Bit of balance and all that. Yeah, so really, really nice. I'm going to eat these 2 grapes and drink the coffee that I've just made myself. Go and answer some emails. Now I've sorted out the kitchen, and actually I've got a bit of the strawberry jelly powder left in this bag, so I'm going to finish off those last few grapes in there, so just so I don't waste it. Look at this for a view. Look at that. How lovely is that? It's 1 o'clock. It's 1:05 now. I've just put some lunch into the air fryer to cook. Just wondering if I should get my microphone actually out here. I feel like actually let's just bring you forward a little bit and we'll hope that the sound is okay, because genuinely I'm too lazy to go and pick up the microphone from wherever it may be. Too lazy to go and find it, get it, put it on and bring it out. Anyway, it's 1 o'clock. I've just put some lunch into the air fryer. I cooked this thing last night. I'll pop a picture in. It was breadcrumbed feta baked in panko breadcrumbs on a bed of like broad beans and asparagus, not broad beans, butter beans, asparagus, what else, basil, lemon juice, garlic. It was absolutely delicious. Peas. It was so tasty. Now I've got to say that Ashley didn't love it as much as I did. However, he's not massive on vegetarian food. He ate it and said it was, he moderately enjoyed it, but yes, it's not, it's a woman meal. Do you know what I mean? I realise that's terribly sexist, but it's definitely something that my circle of people, women, would enjoy more than men, I feel. Anyway, it was delicious. It was a perfect spring evening meal. But my point being, there was some left over and I've just popped it in the air fryer to warm up, and I'm going to have it for lunch, and I'm very excited about that. And I think I'll put the recipe for it, I found it on TikTok, I'll put the recipe for it in my next newsletter for anybody who's interested in making it, although I'm not convinced that the male people in your life will like it as much as you will. So yeah, with that disclaimer, talking of newsletter, if you are not subscribed to my regular email newsletter and you are interested in receiving it, it's a little bit of everything, some what's going on in my life, some photos, some a recipe, what I'm watching on telly or reading, and things I've bought, an outfit of the week and all that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of everything in my newsletter, so I'll pop the link in. It's always in the description box. You can pop across to the website and just pop your email address in and sign up, and that will be winging its way to you whatever the next edition of it is. It's number 6 is going out this coming Friday, tomorrow, which will be last Friday for you by the time you watch this, so you should have had number 6 newsletter. If you haven't received it and you're signed up, check your junk and your spam emails if you would, because it's very likely that it's gone in there. Now, I quite like sharing a bit of behind the scenes YouTube stuff, and I've done it in the past, and I thought that I would do it again today because I have an interesting juxtaposition of when things go well and when things don't go well, and what dealing with brands can be like. 2 things that both happened yesterday, and the first of them, it was a really good experience. It was a bad experience but good because of how it was handled. Now obviously I'm not going to tell you exactly what the product or the company is, so bear with me on that. I don't feel that that would be very fair. But I was approached by a company to ask if I would like to advertise a specific product that they make a while ago, and I went on the website and had a look at the product, and I went and had a look at some videos of the product, and I thought that looks really good. I was actually quite excited by it. I thought that's something that would really work for me. I thought would resonate with you. It wasn't the cheapest product, but it looked really nicely made and it was innovative and good. Anyway, we agreed a paid advertising segment, and they said they would send the product to me, which there was a bit of a delay with shipping, but that was fine. And it turned up earlier this week, and I tried it out, and unfortunately I was really disappointed with the performance of it. I felt like whilst it did kind of do what it was supposed to do, it didn't do it brilliantly, and I was just, for the amount of money it cost, it was a nicely made product and everything, and as I say, it was innovative, but it didn't really do what it said in on the tin, I suppose. I was disappointed with it, even having been sent it for nothing, because I was so excited and I thought it was going to be a really good product. But if I'd paid for it, even more so, I would have felt disappointed. And in that sort of situation, I have to go back to the company and say, well, a lot of people don't, I guess. That's why influencers get a bad name. But I have personally go back to the company. I say, look, I'm really sorry, but this hasn't worked for me for X, Y, Z reasons. But would you like to give me any pointers, or is there something I'm doing wrong, or is it possible it's faulty? That then goes one of two ways, generally speaking, and the company came back to me and they were really pleasant and really helpful. And they said, well, you could try this, and they engaged in sort of some troubleshooting stuff, which was great. And I tried a couple of these options and that didn't really work. And I had to say to them, look, I really can't promote this product to my audience. I don't feel that the performance is good enough in terms of the price of the item. I expected it to do a lot more, and I can't fulfill the contract, I'm afraid. The product doesn't work for me. And they were so pleasant about it and helpful, and it was just a really positive experience, despite the fact it was, it's not the first time I've had to do that sort of thing, and sometimes it's received better than in other times. And it was just a really positive experience. Now, I want to tell you of a bad experience as well. This also happened this week, but I just heard the air fryer beep, so I'm going to go and eat my lunch, and then we'll come back and have a chat about that afterwards. Okay, lunch is done, and it was delicious. Delicious, I tell you. And I'm back. Right, I was going to tell you about a not so good experience, wasn't I? So I was contacted back, it was around the beginning of April, so a month and a half ago, something like that, a bit more, by a clothing brand who I was going to say I've worked with before, but they've sent me clothes to show you before. I didn't actually do a paid collaboration with them, but they've sent me clothes on one occasion before. And the clothes were very nice, and they were well received by you guys. And so when they got in touch at the beginning of April, I said, yes, I would be prepared to do a paid collaboration with you. That would be fine. I think my audience would enjoy to see more of your clothes. And I went back with my media kit, which is basically like a 2-page YouTuber's CV, if you like, which tells them a little bit about your channel, your audience demographics, a little bit about you, other companies you've worked with before, and gives them prices and collaboration packages available. So I didn't hear back from them after that, and to be honest, I'd completely forgotten about it. You quite often send out your media kit and then don't hear back. Perhaps your fees are beyond their budget, or they were looking for work on a gifted basis rather than paying for advertising. But for various different reasons you don't hear back. So I didn't think too much of it. Anyway, yesterday I heard back from them and they said, would you do a dedicated video for us for this price for the brand? Now, bear in mind, this price was approximately 50% of the price quoted on my media kit. So they were asking for a 50% discount, effectively. Just over a 50% discount if we're going to be really, really precise. Now, I quite often get asked to negotiate on my prices. That's absolutely fine. I'm generally happy to do so. However, that was quite a big discount. But with clothing brands, I'm more open to negotiation in terms of it gives me some content. You really enjoy the clothing videos. This particular brand I knew you enjoyed last year, so I was happy to do a whole dedicated video for them. And I felt that that was a reasonable amount. So I went back to them and I said, yes, that works for me. Happy to go ahead on that basis. Imagine my surprise to wake up to an email from them this morning asking for another 50% off. If you did a shorter video, shorter than what? We hadn't negotiated any timestamp for the video. Could you give us another 40% off? Now that is just cheeky, isn't it? Just cheeky. I was not impressed by that, and I went back to them and told them that I found it very unprofessional when they'd offered a price, I'd accept it, that they then try and renegotiate it down to, frankly, quite an offensive level at that point. So I haven't heard back from them yet. I suspect that perhaps they'll just go quiet and I'll never hear from them again, which under the circumstances will probably be the best. But I did express my displeasure that once we've negotiated a price and agreed it, I don't expect them to then try and reduce it again by almost another 50%. That is not impressive, and if that is indicative of the way they do business, then they certainly are not a brand that I would want to be recommending to you. But yes, that's a little bit of behind the scenes YouTube stuff for you that I thought you might be vaguely interested in. I always find it interesting when I mean, obviously I've got a different perspective from you guys, unless you've got your own YouTube channel, but I always find it interesting to hear about other people's experiences of dealing with brands and negotiations and all that sort of things. And I think it says an awful lot about a brand's ethos and professionalism in dealing with them, and that's two perfect examples of a brand that sent me a product that I didn't think a lot of, but the way they communicated with me and dealt with me has left me with a positive view of their company. And the second one, where they've sent me product before which I really enjoyed, which you really enjoyed, but their way of dealing with me has been so poor that it's put me off the company altogether. It just goes to show how important communication is. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go and sit. What time is it now? It's 25 to 2. I am going to, still got a few eBay listings to do. I've been doing some share admin this morning, some of my dad's shares and also some of my own shares. I don't have loads of shares, but I've got a few, and I've decided on the basis, I think I've said this before, on the basis of the hideous administrative nightmare that has been my dad's shares, to get rid of all my shares because I don't want William to have to deal with them when I'm dead. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Right, I'm also hoping to sit in the sun and read for an hour, because that would be nice, wouldn't it? And then this evening I'm going out for dinner with my best friend, who I've not caught up with for a few weeks, so that'll be nice. Looking forward to that. Honestly, is admin ever complete? I feel like it's not. I've got a couple of things to show you, and we're going to do a little giveaway as well. I've pinned my hair back because I've got such a runny eye, and I didn't know if my hair was going into it and making it worse. I don't think it was, to be honest, because it's been pinned back for a while now, and my eye's not got any better. This is interesting. You know, I picked up this order from Boots this morning for the Tropez mist. Right, here is the old one. Here is the new one. Can you see? One is very definitely bigger than the other. The old one is bigger, the new one is smaller. However, they both say 80 mils. 80 mils there. I don't know if that's going to focus. And 80, sorry, it's trying to focus on my face. 80 mils there. I'm sceptical, because it's not only shorter, it's quite a lot thinner as well. I mean, okay, it is full up to the very top, but there's so much of this about. But I mean, it's smaller, shrinking products for sure, I get that. But it doesn't seem right to me that they're saying that's the same amount, because I don't think it is. I mean, if I could be bothered, and if I thought they'd care, I'd actually pour it in. I'd wait till I'd measure the liquid, but what's the point, really? Life's too short, isn't it? Anyway, I wanted to show you some beautiful cosmetics I've been sent from a brand called Catkin. They got in touch with me and asked if I'd like to try some of their products, and they are just beautiful. The packaging and everything is just, I can't tell you. So I've got 4 products to show you, and I'm going to do a giveaway with 3 of them, because I thought that would be nice. Spread the love, so to speak. So they've also given me a discount code for their whole website, and I'll put all the information down in the description box, I should tell you before I start. Right, let's start with this loveliness. Look at actually, I'm just going to turn the face tracking off because it's annoying me. Hang on. Right, that's better. We should be able to do nice close-ups now. So that is the packaging of this. Isn't that lovely, that box? I have struggled to get into the boxes, I have to say, so they're a little damaged on the top, but the products inside are perfect. I'm really struggling to get into this. Bear with, let me try it with these tweezers. It's a shame because the boxes are so nice. I don't want to bend them, but they don't open very easily. Right, and then we take out the compact, which looks like that. Isn't that just lovely? Again, it's got the gold embossed, just so nice. And this is an eyeshadow palette. That's the colours there. Lovely mix of neutrals and a sort of textured one down here. That would be good for anybody. Just put that plastic back in there. And it's got a mirror in the top of the compact as well. That's got a protective thing over it. That's why it doesn't look like a mirror. So I'm going to give that one away. I'm going to give it away as 3 products to 1 viewer. So there's that one. And then next we have a lipstick, and that is in this black packaging with sort of butterfly prints on. This one is easier to open. And again, just look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that just exquisite? Exquisite, I tell you. And there's more. When I roll the bullet up, look at that. All the way around. It's got a picture on it. So beautiful. So beautiful. And it's magnetic as well, so it feels really nice as it goes on. And then the final giveaway product, I am going to keep one of the 4. Final giveaway product, look at that with the panda. This is a cushion foundation. It's in the shade medium beige, which I based on my colouring. So you'd need to be a similar colouring to me, which is pretty average, I guess, across the board. Then that comes out, that looks like that. How lovely is that with the panda on it? And it opens up. Look at the attention to detail here. Again, you've got the mirror with the protective thing on it. Look at the little puff. It's a cushion foundation, and it goes in. You lift up this bit here, and it's under there, and then it also comes with a spare one in here. I think I'm right in saying that, or is that just the original? And so yeah, I'll just lift that up a little bit so you can see it. That's that one, and then it's got a spare one with it as well in a separate sealed pack. But how lovely are those 3 things? Just think they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you the 4th, but if you would like to enter the giveaway to win those 3 products, please leave a comment letting me know you want to enter the giveaway on this video. I won't be accepting entries by message on Facebook or Instagram or anything. You need to leave a comment down below this screen letting me know you want to enter, and it is UK only because it's cosmetics, so I won't be able to send that overseas, I'm afraid. Final product is this one. Again, can we take a moment for that gorgeous packaging? And again, how lovely is that? Oh, just makes my little heart sing. And this is a blusher, and it's got that beautiful flower embossing on it. But they have the most beautiful selection of products on their website. I think these would be lovely for like a young girl just getting into makeup or something, because I think they're just, if anyone who appreciates lovely packaging would absolutely adore these, wouldn't they? Honestly, they're just beautiful to look at. So obviously I can't attest to the use, because obviously if you're giving them away, I haven't used them yet. I'll tell you what, I will just swatch the blush. In fact, shall I pop a little bit of the blush on as I'm keeping it so I can show you? It is beautiful pinky coral colour. Let me just swatch that onto my arm there. I'm the world's worst swatcher, and let me put a little bit into my cheeks. I have still got some blush on from this morning, but that's, oh, that goes on beautifully. Oh, it's a really nice sheen as well, that. Oh, I like that. It's very pretty, really nice. So yes, pretty packaging, pretty products, or certainly a pretty blush. I'm sure the others are all just as nice. Leave a comment if you'd like to be entered into that, and I'll put a post on the community tab and announce it in a video who the winner is in a couple of weeks. Right, it's now 20 to 5. I need to decide what I'm going to wear this evening to go out and finish having a tidy around the house and get the rest of the laundry in, and possibly read a chapter of my book on the balcony, because that sounds like a nice thing to do. got an action shot of Ashley home from work watering all his plants with his new hose. What's your new hose attachment?
Flexible, extendable hose from a popular shopping channel. Perils of watching shopping channels. You end up £40 further worse off.
It's a good hose though.
Pardon?
It's a good hose. Shame it's quite currently taken the head off my petunias. I say my petunias as though I had anything to do with them. Your petunias.
Nice view from up there, right up. Oh yeah, that's not so good.
No. Meanwhile, I'm on the balcony, enjoying the last of the sun with a small glass of Pinot Grigio. Cheers. Oh, first sip, cold white wine. There's nothing quite like it. Just thought I'd sit down with my Kindle. Only I've brought my phone out, not my Kindle. That was stupid, wasn't it? For 20 minutes before I need to go and get changed to go out for the evening with a glass of wine and enjoy the last of the sunshine. Absolutely glorious out here. I'm just filming the blue sky and the lovely green trees to remind myself in the winter, if I ever watch this video back, how lovely it is when it's spring and summer. A very quick outfit of the evening because I'm running a bit late. This dress from Shein, which I absolutely love. Got it earlier this year. It's got like a 3/4 sleeve. Got just a cardigan over the top of it, which is an old Primark one, which looks like an old Primark one, but it's comfy, and probably be getting rid of this one soon, if I'm honest. And then shoes, I have these TikTok shop, very, very comfy sandals, which I'm very much enjoying. And then let's flip you around a little. We've got these earrings from Parfois. And that is this evening's outfit. Right, I am going to leave this video here because I don't want to take the camera out with me tonight. So I hope you've enjoyed this little day in the life, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.